What's up guys, Royal Fire here, and today I'm going to be doing a best class setup for Modern Warfare Remastered. Today we're going to be focusing on the AK-47. This weapon is an absolute monster when it comes to any kind of map. But before I get into the video, I want to talk about what I'm going to do with this series. Mondays I'll be doing how to be good at Call of Duty, and Fridays I'll be doing best class setups between Black Ops 3 and Modern Warfare Remastered. I feel as though that I want to be able to not spam the whole how to be good at Call of Duty every 2 days of the week, so I kind of want to do a best class setup for any kind of weapon that I personally enjoy and using. But with all that aside, let's get straight into the video. Now, the AK-47 is probably one of the top 3 best assault rifles, not including VA supply drops. It has a high fire rate and very well mobility, but it has terrible recoil. I know that there's not many perks and attachments into the game because it's just Modern Warfare, but this is my best class that you could be able to do well in with any kind of map or any kind of playstyle that other players are using. The class I use for the AK-47 is Red Dot Sight, any kind of camo or reticle or battle kit. I usually go with the Desert Eagle because I'm trying to go for camos, but it could be any pistol that you are most comfortable with. For the tactical, I like using the stun grenade because I'm not a big fan of flash grenades because I usually flash myself, so I usually go with the stun grenade because it's easier on me. Now for the perks. The first 2 perk slots I usually use the most, Bandolier and Stopping Power. Bandolier is so I can be able to have enough ammunition to be able to get on a couple of kill streaks. And for Stopping Power, I like to get Stopping Power so I'd be able to mow through any person down, even with Juggernaut, in which that's usually which class I use for most of my classes. But for the 3rd perk slot, I use Steady Aim, because I usually notice that I hip fire a lot in corners before I even aim down the sights. You can also use Deep Impact, so when you shoot through the walls you'll be able to hit the enemy and potentially get a kill through the wall. Going back to what I said about the recoil, the reason why I have the Red Dot Sight is be able to sort of bring down the recoil and to be able to shoot from long range, because the AK-47 does have a good range, but it's not the best. So I usually use the Red Dot Sight to be able to snipe people from across the map. It does take a lot to get used to the recoil with the Red Dot, but once you get used to it, you can actually start sniping across from the map. I usually use this weapon in Crossfire and Crash because I usually do well in those 2 maps, but you can use this weapon at any kind of map because it's overall a good weapon. You can also use the stealth class, in which put in a silencer and switch in the perks Stopping Power and Steady Aim with UAV Jammer and Dead Silence to be able to have that full-blown stealth class. For the AK-47's reload time, it takes 2.3 seconds when there's at least 1 bullet in the chamber, but when it's fully empty, it takes 2.36 seconds for it to finish reloading, which that's really decent for an assault rifle. The shots to kill though is pretty good. It takes 3 to 4 kills just on core and one shot in hardcore. And so overall, it's a pretty decent assault rifle, probably the top 3 best assault rifles in game, even including supply drops. But the time that it takes to kill is 0.255 and 0.340 at its max, which makes it probably the 2nd best assault rifle, not including the M16, in which the M16 is probably the top best assault rifle in game. And its damage with Stopping Power is at least 40, but without Stopping Power it's 30. Same exact as the M16. The AK holds at least 30 bullets in the magazine and it holds 90 as reserve, but with Bandolier it at least holds 180 in the reserve, so it gives a lot of more ammunition, which makes it easier to get on those kill streaks. There are many different classes for the AK-47 because you can go stealth or you can just go out chaos, which I'm going all out chaos, but if you want to go stealth, that's okay because stealth is really good, especially in Modern Warfare, because you can easily hear footsteps and the map is kind of huge. But the only problem is the range and the damage goes really down, so juggernauts are going to be able to take you out easily with no problem at all. But it also helps you move around the map faster and easier because you're stealth. But I gotta say, the AK-47 is a monster. It is really good on any other map. It can do so much damage to the other players, and it's probably one of the top 3 best assault rifles in my own opinion. But I do have to say that the hip spread is pretty damn good. Even though I did say that the recoil is kind of terrible, but it's not bad. It's at least decent to bad. But you can improve on that if you're really good with your aim. So it's a dependable weapon, basically. I really wanted to go in depth with this AK-47. I really wanted to have people know what kind of gun that they're using and how well it does in game, so I thought it was a pretty good idea to make a video on this. But I gotta say, the AK-47 is a monster. It is really good on any other map. It can do so much damage to the other players, and it's probably one of the top 3 best assault rifles in my own opinion. This is a really good weapon, and I advise you to use it if you haven't not used it yet. But that's all going to be today for this video. I'm thinking about doing one for Black Ops 3 next Friday, probably the Razorback or the KN-44, because those are my 2 favorite weapons in Black Ops 3. So I might do a video on that, so look out for those. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you really enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment what's your favorite class setup for the AK-47 or any other weapon. And subscribe if you're new, if you want to see more, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.